यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह बाहिर नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह नरसिंह मदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव कर कमलवरेणाकाम् अद्भुत शृङ्गां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गां केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please join our weekly program, Tuesday Sangha. You can take a seat. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. I'm seeing some people that have already attended Tuesday Sangha. Is there anyone who haven't been at Tuesday Sangha before? Please raise your hand. One, before. If you haven't attended, you've been, right? Two, okay. Anyone else? Okay, perfect. Would you like to join us as well? Please come closer. Okay, let me quickly introduce Tuesday Sangha to those who have not attended it before. My name is Vraja Lalana. Tuesday Sangha is a weekly program that happens at 6:30 p.m. And the purpose of the Sangha is to deepen our meditation on a holy name, learn how to pray to the Lord with open heart, make it our daily practice, do it consciously, with attention, and through that process, purify our consciousness and our existence. And who can tell me what is the goal of that purification? What is the goal of our self-realization and purification? Any answer? What do you think? Yes, please. To attain divine love. Yes, this is the highest goal in life, to attain divine love, meaning love of God, right? And what happens to us? How will we know that we attained divine love? What will be the symptoms? Because we know, if we know the symptoms, we will be able to measure the progress. Who can tell me, how will you know that you attained, or you're getting close to it? Inner happiness. I would add maybe unconditional. Yes, inner unconditional happiness. What else? So happiness is a big part, right? When it comes from inside, it means it doesn't depend on the outside. It means it doesn't depend on what we eat, what we see, to whom we talk, what we get from outside. And this is a big victory, okay? What else? What kind of other symptoms you may notice if you attain the divine love of God? Natural detachment. Yes, so you don't have to put yourself on a diet. It will happen naturally, okay? And with that detachment, what becomes possible? So on one side, we are detaching, right? But the place in our heart and in our mind cannot be empty. So what becomes possible when we detach from material? Exactly. We become attached to the Lord. And what is the name for that? It's bhakti. Therefore, the goal of the whole process is bhakti yoga. Yoga means connection, and we can connect with the Lord on different levels through the food, because He supplies us the food and everything belongs to Him, through different tastes, through what we see, through our senses, right? But once our body becomes old, what happens? We cannot rely on this. The food is not that tasty, right? We cannot basically enjoy that so much. So we cannot say that this is the yoga that we would like to end up. But bhakti yoga, it grows. And it grows through that process. The bigger the love, the deeper the yoga, and the happier we are, no matter what happens with the body, because body is not eternal, but we are eternal. Therefore, this is called reconnection. Reconnection with the Lord, reconnection within ourselves. When the soul reconnects with the Lord, we start feeling complete and self-sufficient. So this is the purpose. This is what we practice here through the meditation and reading the message of the Lord. which he presented to us in the form of Bhagavad Gita. And before we begin, let's give our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, because by his mercy we are getting here together and have the opportunity to process this wonderful Bhakti Yoga. Let's pray. Namom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Guravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshe Tarine. And also, since this process became available to us by Lord Chaitanya, we also pray to the Lord to give us the mercy, to fill us in with his mercy so that we never lose the taste of the holy name, and we're always eager and craving to read the message of the Lord and pass it on. So not to keep that mercy with us, but also to give it to others. So let's pray to Lord Chaitanya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya all together. Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Thank you so much. Now we will start meditating on the holy name. The holy name is also called Maha Mantra. Is there anyone who doesn't know the meaning of Maha Mantra? Please raise your hand. Everyone knows, right, what it means? Okay. Who can tell me, in a nutshell, what is the meaning of Maha Mantra? What are we asking for? We're asking for the mercy. Okay, what kind of mercy is this? What is our pray? What are we asking for? So Hare Krishna, right? Hare is the energy of whom? Radharani. Radha, right? And Radha is the eternal love. Without Radha, we cannot feel love. Even Krishna comes himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in order to understand how Radha can love so much that he cannot even imagine. Because Krishna reciprocates with love, but Radha just loves. That's it, right? So Hare means love, and it's eternal love. And then Krishna is all it's an object of love. And then Rama is the power, and Ra means happiness, and Ma, it comes from Bala Rama, so it's a lot of strength, a lot of happiness. So when we chant the mantra, we actually ask the Lord, Radha Krishna, to engage us in his service. And why? Because we are eternal spirit souls. Without being engaged in the service of the Lord, we feel empty, anxious, attached, and etc. Therefore, this is the main meaning of the Maha Mantra. Now, in order to engage in that process, in that vibration, what should we do? What is the process? How should we meditate? What is the main ingredient? Attention, okay? We need to pay attention to the sound. If you pay attention to the sound, for that it goes through all of our system and it purifies us. And then the heart opens up to the Lord, and then the Lord gets into our heart. This is what we want, okay? Now, each of you will need to chant as loud as possible so that we can hear each other and help each other to focus our attention on the sound. All right? Okay, perfect. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, wonderful. If you have your Japamala beads, you can take them out now. If not, I will just show you the process of Japa meditation. So we will be chanting on Japamala beads, which has 108 beats, and every beat will be one Maha Mantra, okay? All right, there are no questions. Let's begin all together as loud as we can with the posture, sitting straight. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mahamantra ki jai. Thank you so much for wonderful chanting. It was so blissful. How is everyone feeling? Renewed? Good? The energy went up, right? Excellent. Okay, so now we will be reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. Can someone help me to distribute the books? If we don't have enough, I will ask you to share with each other. Okay. You okay to read with us? Huh? Would you like to stay to read with us? Okay, so those who are attending Sangha for the first time, so the second part for us is to read Bhagavad Gita as it is. Is there anyone here who have not heard of Bhagavad Gita? Please raise your hand. Never heard of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, everyone knows, right? Is there anyone here who have not read Bhagavad Gita before? Anyone? You haven't read, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, anyone else? You haven't read? Okay, wonderful. And 3 people. Okay. All right. So then let's quickly give an overview of Bhagavad Gita. First of all, it's a conversation between the Lord, Krishna, and his friend, disciple, and pure soul, Arjuna. Arjuna is in a very difficult situation. He has to fulfill his responsibility, and his responsibility as a warrior is to protect from any evil that can happen, and unfortunately that evil comes from his relatives. Now Arjuna has to protect the law, and he's in a very difficult situation because among those relatives, his friends, brothers, uncles, teachers, and imagine how much he's frustrated. So Bhagavad Gita starts with the major frustration that can happen to a human being, like to a living entity, right? That actually causes crisis of the self on a material level, because materially we exist due to our family. We get born, right, from mother and father, and we have support from our family. So Arjuna is going through inexplicable pain, and he's explaining that pain in chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita. And he gives perfect justifications why he shouldn't fight, why he shouldn't fulfill his duty. So Krishna, in order to dissipate that his doubts, Arjuna's doubts, he starts speaking Bhagavad Gita from chapter 2. So chapter 2 is a summary of Gita. And Krishna begins with the knowledge of ourselves. And the nature of ourselves is spiritual, so we are pure souls. So Krishna starts with that, because this is the most important knowledge that Arjuna was missing. That's why he felt pain, because he thought that he will kill his relatives, that it will be the end of life. So Krishna is saying that the soul cannot be killed. You are a warrior and you have the duty, and you need to perform your duty, not just to perform because you have to, but do it for me. So Krishna teaches Arjuna, first of all, we are spirit soul. Secondly, perform your duty as an offering to me, and so that it doesn't become, it's not karma, it won't entangle you. And secondly, regardless of loss or gain, just do what you have to do and do it well. So this is the summary. And then in chapter 3, Krishna is teaching us karma yoga. Karma means we're still looking for results for our activities. We are on the level of karma yoga, we are seeing the Lord through what we gain, through the money that we get, through blessings, through kids, family, and etc. Therefore, the whole Bhagavad Gita is a growth. It's a spiritual growth. It's growth in a consciousness. So we start with karma yoga, and Krishna is saying, in order to grow spiritually, you need to dedicate everything that you have and everything that you do and everything that you offer, give away to the Lord. And how do we do that? Doesn't mean you give everything and you stay without anything. No, you just connect that everything comes from the Lord, because everything belongs to the Lord. Nothing exists without Him. Okay, we wouldn't have parents, we wouldn't have job, money, sun, light, electricity if there is no Lord, if there is no source. So if we understand that, this is karma yoga, but we still need food, money, and etc. We are connected with those results. If we connect them, the third chapter teaches us, see the Lord through that angle. Then the fourth chapter says, once you are able to do that, move on and find a spiritual teacher. And we have the spiritual teacher, it's Srila Prabhupada. By his mercy, we read Bhagavad Gita in all languages, and in all universities, Bhagavad Gita is studied all over the world. And it's out of all translations, Bhagavad Gita as it is, was approved academically. There are 400 different versions. So out of all of them, this is Bhagavad Gita as it is academically approved. Now, in chapter 4, Krishna is saying, find a spiritual teacher. He has seen the truth. He is self-realized soul. Learn from him, because only self-realized soul can teach you the truth, because he has seen the truth. And Krishna is teaching the whole process, how to inquire from the teacher, how to serve the teacher so that the knowledge flows, because the knowledge doesn't flow if we are challenging the knowledge, right? We need to respect the knowledge. We need to respect the teacher. If there is anyone here who have seen or read Mahabharata, does anyone know about Mahabharata? Please raise your hand. Mahabharata? Yes? Okay, Mahabharata. Yes, so Bhagavad Gita was spoken by the Lord at the battlefield, right? And it's a part of Mahabharata. Now, we were talking about the service, right? Arjuna, right, is the one who understood Bhagavad Gita as it is. But his brother Duryodhana didn't. Why? Because he was in a different mood. His mode was, I am arrogant, I know everything. And the way he was talking to his teacher in chapter 1, you can understand that he's not in a respectful mode. He's not in a submissive mode. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita didn't open to him. Krishna is not revealing himself to those who envy him. It's chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, those who are envious and thinking, I know everything, everything will happen the way I want, they won't understand that truth. For us, in order to be in the process of service, in the mode of service, to connect with the Lord through Bhakti Yoga, we need to be in the mood of respect and surrender. We depend on the Lord, we're His parts and parcels. Everything we have is because of Him. Everything we don't have is also His mercy, even though we may think different. So He is taking care of us, He's protecting us, and He's the only controller and enjoyer. If we understand it, not only with our mind, but also with our heart, we will be happy eternally. Okay? And in order to achieve that happiness, as we have already discussed, we need to go through the process, and that process is called devotional service. Devotional service, Krishna started explaining devotional service from chapter 3, Karma Yoga, and then chapter 4, serve your spiritual master. Spiritual master is like a messenger. If spiritual master is satisfied, means that the Lord is satisfied. Because spiritual master is a representative of the Lord. Like, for example, if we go to the country and go to the embassy to get the visa, so that embassy is the representative of the country. Okay, it's the same thing. Our spiritual teacher is the representative of the Lord. If we satisfy him, the Lord is satisfied. And in our heart there is Paramatma, which represents the Lord, which follows, not assistant, goes everywhere with the soul. There is an individual soul and there is a super soul. So therefore, in our heart, Paramatma allows us to remember, because Krishna says, remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness comes from me. Okay? Now, when we are satisfying our spiritual teacher, Krishna is satisfied, we start remembering who we are. We start reconnecting with the Lord, okay? And then after that, Krishna is giving us Karma Yoga already in Krishna consciousness. So chapter 3, Karma Yoga, and then Karma Yoga in Krishna consciousness. How to perform your duty in Krishna consciousness, being conscious that everything comes from the Lord. When I'm serving my, like working at work, for example, or serving the customer, I'm serving the Lord actually. Because Lord gives each of us the talent. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am a talent in a man. Okay? Therefore, anything that we do comes from him, and we need to give back as an offering. So this is the process in Krishna consciousness. That's how we become Krishna conscious. And then, after that, Dhyana Yoga comes in place. It's chapter 6, where we start meditating on the Lord, because meditation is a deeper process than activity. Even now, we've been chanting one round of Mahamantra. Probably you felt, right? The heart wants to chant, but the process might be difficult for some people, right? Because meditation stands higher than activity, like physical activity. Therefore, after Krishna explains the whole process of yoga, eightfold yoga, it's very difficult to perform. He says, it's better if you follow Bhakti Yoga process. And Bhakti Yoga process is very easy. Chant Mahamantra with attention, read Bhagavad Gita, follow. This is the message to Arjuna, but actually to all of us. And Arjuna is just an example, okay? Understand my message, follow it, live with it, make it your life, and you will come back to me, and that's chapter 18. So today we will continue reading chapter 9. It's the most confidential knowledge, because in chapter 6 it's Dhyana Yoga, in chapter 7 Krishna opens himself up, in chapter 8 the confidential knowledge starts opening, and now the most confidential knowledge. So he goes layer by layer by layer. That's how he's preparing us. He is training us, he's coaching us, and that's the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, to help us grow spiritually and go back to Godhead. Okay? Now, before we begin, let's give obeisances to the absolute truth by repeating the mantra 3 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayam. Thank you so much. Chapter 9, we have soft copy and hard copy. Um, chapter 9, text number 7, in hard copy it's 385, page, oh, actually 384. And in the soft copy, if you find the page, please tell everyone. Is it dark? Yes? You feel it's dark or no? It's dark? Do you know how to switch on the light? No? Because I put the light on and I don't see it. Did you find? Yes? You found? Maybe more? Up, up, up. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, more. Excellent. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we will be reading both Sanskrit and translation and purport. Each of us will have a chance to read because this is the devotional service. Even by touching Bhagavad Gita, we benefit. You have the book, or you will be sharing, right? Okay. Therefore, do your best. Don't be, I don't know, don't pay attention how well you read Sanskrit. It's not the point. The point is that you are in touch with the Lord through Bhagavad Gita, because this is this is Gita. Gita is the Lord himself. It's a sound incarnation. Okay, we have ebooks also, but when you have the real book, you are in touch with the Lord directly. Okay? Okay. So chapter 9, text number 7. I will read first and then we will continue further. Sarva bhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpadau vishrijam yaham. Translation. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. So Krishna is saying here that there is there are stages of creation and annihilation of this material manifestation, the material world. Everything is Krishna's energy, but just a part of the spiritual energy becomes material because some conditioned souls would like to enjoy without the Lord. So Lord fulfills their desires, right? And creates that material world, not for our suffering, not for, I don't know, so that we keep forgetting the Lord, we want to enjoy without you. No, to prepare us, to help us learn how, through our material activities, to serve each other in the family, in relationships. This is the purpose of this material existence, to teach us service. Therefore, the whole Bhagavad Gita actually teaches us that service science, I would say, step by step. Purport. The creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this material cosmic manifestation are completely dependent on the supreme will of the personality of Godhead. In other words, this world exists by His will. It's His will, okay? At the end of the millennium means at the death of Brahma. So Brahma is the creator of material world, okay? And the whole material manifestation exists one day of Brahma, okay? And now we will get the numbers. It's actually very long period of time. Brahma lives for 100 years, and his one day is calculated at 4,300,000,000 of our earthly years. Imagine, it's just one day of Brahma. His night is of the same duration. So what happens during the day, the whole material manifestation gets manifested, and at night everything gets annihilated. And this is one day and night of Brahma. And for us it's whole life, right? 4,300,000,000 of earthly years. Okay, his night is of the same duration. His month consists of 30 such days and nights, and his year of 12 months. After 100 such years, when Brahma dies, the devastation or annihilation takes place. This means that the energy manifested by the Supreme Lord is again wound up in himself. Then again, when there is a need to manifest the cosmic world, it is done by his will. Baho Shyam. Although I am one, I shall become many. This is the Vedic aphorism from Chandogya Upanishad 6.2.3. He expands himself in this material energy, and the whole cosmic manifestation again takes place. So there is nothing impossible for the Lord. Again, Lord fulfills our desires, and by his will he creates this material world so that we can also fulfill our desires, and through that fulfillment, Hare Krishna, he teaches us how to serve, how to live spiritual life, how to be Krishna conscious. And once we attain that knowledge completely, we go back home. So this is a school for us. This world is kind of a school. Okay. Are there any questions on this? No? Okay. Let's continue. Text number 8. Would you like to read? I don't know your name. Would you like to read text number 8? Sanskrit, the way you can, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, so everything we see, everything that happens by the will of the Lord. Everything gets created and annihilated only by the will of the Lord. Not by my will, not by somebody's will, only by the will of the Lord. So if the Lord doesn't agree, it won't happen. There are so many stories I won't be telling at the moment, but if you want to know, come to me after this class and I will tell you. Okay, now let's read the purport. Mm-hmm. So let me explain what is the inferior energy. Lord has two energies. The inferior energy is the material energy. Sorry, hold on. Already been explained the energy to lose. So there are two types of energies. One is material and one is spiritual. Okay? So now we are talking about the inferior energy of the Lord, which I believe is spiritual. Okay, let's continue. Garbhada Kashaya Vishnu. Yes, so the Lord expands himself. During the creation, there is a Mahavishnu that enters into the material energy. And then the Lord enters the universe again as Garbhada Kashaya Vishnu, because there are different levels of creation. And every time the Lord expands himself. Okay? Mm-hmm. Kshiroda Kashaya Vishnu. Mm-hmm. So therefore, everything that exists, even the air, every atom is alive because the Lord exists in every cell, every atom of this world, including our body, every cell. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yes, so we take different positions, we take different bodies, we get born in different families due to, in accordance actually, with our past activities, okay, which is, we also call it karma. But karma can be of different levels, right? There is akarma, vikarma, and karma. So vikarma is something which goes against the law. Akarma is the activity that makes us free from entanglement. And karma is just the give and receive. We do whatever we do, we get as a return, okay? So let's move, pass the word to the next person. So all species of life are created. Everything exists simultaneously. And again, why? Because different living entities perform different activities in the past, and when they were created in their own way, in their own form. So this is very important to understand. Whatever desire a living entity has at the last annihilation, that becomes manifested again. This is why it is so important for us to practice Krishna consciousness, because at the time of death, we won't be able to control our mind. The mind becomes uncontrollable. All of the senses shut down, okay? Therefore, if we have a habit of thinking of the Lord, loving Him with our heart, this is what will come out. And moreover, because of the mercy of the Lord, even if we unable to concentrate but desire so much, the Lord fulfills our desires. He will come back. He will pick us up. And actually, the representative of the Lord does it. It's Srila Prabhupada, or if you have your own spiritual teacher, he will come and take you back. So that's the process. This is why it is so important to develop, reawaken our Krishna consciousness. Let's continue. So what we are living again through is what we've done in the past. Now what we're doing now will become our future. Okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the Lord does not involve with our desires, material desires. But as soon as we want to establish connection with the Lord through the service, we reconnect with Him. But when we are born because of our desires, material desires to enjoy without Him, He's not involved in that. He doesn't participate in that. Okay? Yeah. So what we're doing now, again, we are reestablishing that connection. Okay, thank you so much. Would you like to read? Or we'll move on? Okay. With you here. Mm-hmm. Karmani. Mm-hmm. So the Lord creates the whole world and He's not attached. So this is an example for us how we should treat our activities, right? Whatever we do, again, whatever we say, whatever we offer, give away, do it as an offering to the Lord, and that will keep us detached. that will keep us free, unbind, or neutral. This is the position of the Lord, and Krishna conscious people, they stay neutral. They don't have neither hatred nor either hatred or happiness because of something material. They're neutral. When happiness comes, they're neutral. When unhappiness or distress comes, they're also neutral because they understand this is the world of duality. It comes and goes. Today we have winter, tomorrow we'll have another season, and etc. Everything changes. But Krishna consciousness, the spiritual nature, which is eternal, it stays. So we need to focus on that. Mm-hmm. So in other words, for us, in order to be in touch with the Lord, be blissful, right? Because He's always involved in eternal, blissful spiritual activities. Thus, if we are involved in spiritual activities, we will be in touch with the Lord. That's one thing. We will stay blissful and we will feel eternity. Okay, that's the process. Okay, let's continue. So this, what we also have to learn, although the Lord has the full potency to control him, He's the main controller, He remains neutral. If we want to do something, He allows us to do, if it's a mistake or not mistake, and then get the result and enjoy the result. Okay, He does not interfere. Therefore, we are going through the self development, I would say, process. We realize ourselves through the results that we get, and we call it feedback. This word is used in the companies, right, and corporations. What is your feedback? So we get the feedback from the way we act, from the way we live, how we communicate, what we do, and by that result, we actually fix ourselves, change ourselves, and realize ourselves. Okay. Yes. But with His mercy, we can change that process. If we want to stop that process of coming into this world in different species of life, right, in different bodies, what we need to do, engage ourselves in spiritual service of the Lord and participate in the activities, basically get into the mission of the Lord. When we are maturely oriented, we are out of His mission. When we are spiritually oriented, we can do the same job, we can perform our duties, but we can do it as a mission. Okay? Like, for example, one parent can say, I love my child, and I'll do everything for the child because of my attachment, for example, right? But another parent who is in the mission will say, I am what I'm doing, I have a mission, I'm raising that child to give the best person to the society, for example. And see, two different, not perspective, visions, I would say, but the same process. Result will be also different, okay? Let's continue. Oh, 10, right? Okay, let's move on. And again, this verse confirms that the Lord is the only controller. He is the one who is in control. So we don't need to get attached to any control. We need to do is to focus on our part. Me and Glenn. So it's also a very important point here. The Lord, by his potency, just by glancing at the material nature, impregnates that nature with the living entities. In other words, the nature is compared to a mother and the Lord is the father, right? But on the other side, he is not a part of it and he does not get involved in with the manifestation of, so he does not control how that will be manifested. We get manifested, the whole material world gets manifested according to individual activities in the past. He's not involved in that. He doesn't control it. He has no control over our actions and reactions. It's the law that performs that activity. And we just either enjoy or suffer the results of the past, okay? Mm-hmm. So this is the conclusion that material nature cannot do anything without supreme, same as our body cannot exist without the soul. So the body is, it's a dull matter without the soul, okay? And this is, this verse teaches us how we need to approach the activities of our body, okay? Because the spirit soul is a part and parcel of the Lord, and the material energy in form of our body is the part and of the material energy. Everything is the part and parcel of the Lord. But the direct connection is between the soul and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. While that material energy that we have cannot do anything without the soul. So the focus should be on the primary source of life, which is Krishna and soul. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, next verse, please. We finished, right? Yeah. Would you like to read? Text 11. In previous texts, verses, Krishna says that he doesn't open himself to those who envy him. And here he is saying that fools deride me, because again, when Krishna does not open himself to those who envy him, and an envy blocks actually the mood of the service. Therefore, those people cannot be, or living entities cannot be in touch with the Lord. They don't have that opportunity. Therefore, they may think that if there is someone, if Krishna comes in a human form, that it's not God. But what they miss is that Krishna is almighty. He can come in any form. He can do anything he wants. We cannot limit him through our material logical conclusions. This is what they don't understand. Okay, purport. Perfect. Thank you so much. Would you like to read? Um, okay. So it's text number 11, page number 389, second paragraph. Yes, so this confirms again that Krishna is the supreme controller and his body is non-material, so he is eternal, and his body cannot be compared to the body of any other human being. Okay, would you like to read next paragraph and then we'll pass? Mhm. In other words, there are multiple confirmations and different scriptures that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not just an ordinary human being, and we need to understand that. Okay, that Krishna is the Supreme Controller, and also in this text we've been explained that there can be many controllers, and one control the other. Same thing we see on the level of the family, organization, government, and etc. But Krishna is the supreme controller. Therefore, if we want to be, if we, like when it comes, like in Arjuna's case, to fears, doubts, frustrations, feeling lost, depressed, losing sense of life, what we need to remember, that Krishna controls everything, we're not in control. And that he takes care of us always. And we are his eternal parts and parcels. He loves us. And all we need to do here is to learn how to serve him, what will give us the remembrance that who we are, why we are here, and what is our mission. With this, we're going to finish today because the Arati, Darshan is coming soon. Do you have any questions or reflections from today's Sangha? Now it's time for the questions or reflections, if you have any. What are you taking with you? What would you like to practice during the week, what you've learned? Anyone, anything? It can be short because we have just a few minutes left. Does anyone want to share? It takes time to digest the knowledge. I like that because it's not only the time, it's also practice. The more we read, right, the more, the deeper the impression, the more we feel. And it's not only our effort, but also Krishna's mercy. Because the more we believe, Krishna say, I reciprocate to the extent that you surrender, that we surrender into him. Okay, the more we surrender, and it's daily life. This is the purpose of the Sangha, to make it practical, to live the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you for bringing this up. Okay, any other quick reflections? Okay, if you have any questions, I'll